Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and say welcome one more time, and I believe we're going to be getting started here shortly. I don't really want to keep anybody else waiting. We're now 5 minutes in, so I'm going to go ahead and get us started here.
And get started.
Okay, very well. I'm going to start doing something a little different than what we've done before. I talked to Queen Bee about this, and we thought it might be fun if we started by just going straight into a V card. This is my personal V card. And the reason why we decided to share this is because the webinar that you'll be viewing shortly also starts with a V card. And at any rate, we're just really, really excited that we have these business tools that Greg and Terry Malone and a number of people have come together to help us create for all of us. And so I'm just going to go straight into this view webinar button here, which is going to take me to the Smarter Than Money website. And here at the Smarter Than Money website, I'm just going to click here so that I can watch the webinar. And you can see here that the reason why I was showing off our V card is because every one of our cooperative members are slowly but surely signing up to get their V cards. And as you can see, we're all being consistently doing the same thing and sharing this with others. And we're just so excited to have this cooperative and for us to be all collaborating together to be doing this. Just a little bit about us. We're Smarter Than Money is a privately run cooperative responsible for the global expansion of a disruptive AI technology that is redefining the individuals, charities, and nonprofits that generate needed cash flow. STM members cooperatively own, leverage, and receive a passive income through the opening of the world's first artificial intelligent smart wallet called the Co-op Wallet. So the Co-op Wallet is the product that we are promoting. It's a member-to-member blockchain wallet designed for the people, by the people, with a 21st century twist. It is the first smart wallet purposely designed to intelligently and successfully automate predictable residual cash flow for its users. The perfect antidote to the repetitive time for money trap that many individuals, charities, and nonprofits find themselves in to meet their monthly financial obligations. So I'm going to jump right here into watch the webinar. And here, there's just a brief testimonial that I'd like to share with you. Just go real quickly. This gentleman is 90 years old, and I just love what he has to say because of who he is and what he's doing.
The more I looked into it, the more I got excited.
Back up a little bit.
And I've done a lot of things. But when I went forward to show me this, I just could not believe it initially. But the more I looked into it, the more I got excited. And wow, what you've got here is just absolutely fantastic.
Can everybody hear this?
I thought to myself, well, I know who is going to be good at this.
Yeah,
I went to see my friend Paul.
How many participants?
He's like a horse with the stick between his feet. He's just going like an express train, isn't he? And we've got here in the UK, and we're going to really make this go. Absolutely. And so I just thank you all for this fantastic opportunity. It's just wonderful.
So I just wanted to share that with you because we have a lot of testimonies here, but this 90-year-old gentleman is just amazing to me. And of course, I love listening to British accents. So without further ado, I'm going to go right into introducing you to the virtual business reception that that we're here to look at. And again, Greg Baldwin, I talked about being involved in a project with him in the past.
Billing?
Yes.
I put blessings.
Sorry?
Was that what I was supposed to put in there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, because it came up.
Can you guys hear me okay? I'm sorry, I can't see anybody.
Martin and Etna, you're on.
You need to mute your line.
Martin.
Can you mute them, Selena?
I can't even see everybody right
Okay, they
now.
muted.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. Okay, so the point I was about to make is that Greg Baldwin is an amazing leader, and he just wants everyone to win. And so I'm just really, really grateful that we're part of this cooperative, and I think that you will enjoy this short business reception, which explains exactly how our cooperative works. So here we go.
2 simple steps, just one time, can have you predictably generating the residual cash flow that you need to cover your monthly bills, business expenses, or even your charitable affairs. And I want those 2 simple steps completed one time to hit you like a ton of bricks because it works as advertised. In fact, we're going to be providing you in this webinar a predictable game plan that's rooted in mathematical certainty that can have close to $6,000 residually deposited into your very own co-op wallet account over the next 5 weeks. And we're going to be proving it to you through a demonstration. So having said that, one of the things I want you to understand is that you're going to receive, when you join us, you're going to receive your very own STM V card, similar to the one that the member shared with you that had you get to this information here. Your picture is going to be here, your name and light, and then you're going to have your own registration key number that's unique to you. It's like your own routing number that all the cash flow is going to be going to, okay? And then you're just going to simply expose people to the information. So let's go ahead and talk about these 2 simple steps, okay? It's rooted in simplicity, and that's the combination of simple and complex. You don't have to be concerned with the complexity part of it. That's where the artificial intelligence does all the heavy lifting. It's like myself. I know nothing about electricity. I know nothing about electrical circuitry. I know that when I go to turn on the light switch, let there be light, right? It's the same thing here. When you complete the 2 simple steps and basically teach duplication, let there be predictable, unavoidable cash flow without understanding how the artificial intelligence works. We get to do the simple part, and that's the completion of the 2 steps. So here's step number 1. First and foremost is simple. Number 1, you're going to cooperatively accept $28 from your friend one time that invited you to look at this information here. I want you to think about this for a moment. Your friend would not have sent you to this information if they didn't want to give you this $28 account activation token. Okay, they want you to have it. And by you simply accepting it, all right, you're going to receive your very own co-op wallet that's going to provide you with predictable residual cash flow and future equity with which to sell or will or even borrow against. Very, very simple to do. I think anyone can do step number 1, right? Step number 2, you're going to then strategically turn around and invest in 3 of your closest friends. It can be a friend, it can be a church, it can be a charity, who will do the exact same thing that you're going to do for your friend. Just accept a $28 account activation token from you one time, who will then turn around and duplicate the same thing one time. That's it. You are done. The smart wallet takes over from there. That's why we're so excited about it, because when things are smart, it can do things more efficiently and faster than you and I can do manually. Okay, it's going to scale your potential. Now, let's talk about this. All smart wallets after you is going to pay you. Let me repeat. All smart wallets after you are going to pay you. And I'm getting ready to unleash the predictable 5-week game plan. Now, there's 2 different ways that you can get started. There's the 10X and the standard. I'm going to touch on both. But let's talk about the 10X way. All right. So here's how it works. You're going to simply activate 3 accounts within 7 days or less. You're going to execute that one time. How do you do that? By simply identifying 3 people. It can be a church, charity, or a friend or a family member to accept a $28 account activation token from you one time. All right. Now, when you do that in a 10X, you're going to have $288 directly deposited into your very own co-op wallet account, because those 3 entities came in at the 10X and they accepted a token from you. All right. Now, check this out. When you receive that $288 residually, might I add, 9 other people that were in line before you also saw an increase in their residual cash flow based on you executing this one time, activating 3 accounts. I want you to think about it. This is a subscription base, but don't worry, we're going to show you how you can offset the subscription. Okay. Now, what's going to happen here? Your 3, within their first 7 days or less, 14 days or less for you, they're going to execute the same 2 steps one time. And what's going to happen? They're going to receive $288 in residual cash flow directly deposited to their very own co-op wallet or smart wallet account, just like you did. But as a consequence of your three executing one time, guess what happens to you? You're now up to $412 in residual cash flow, and you've done nothing more. And then 8 people that were in line before you saw an increase in their residual cash flow as a consequence of your three doing a one-time execution. Think about that. This is the simplest thing you're ever going to see for people all around the world to receive unavoidable residual cash flow. Now, your 3 threes, in their first 7 days, you're now 21 days in, they're going to execute the 2 steps how many times? 1 time. Please let this one-time execution of the 2 steps hit you like a ton of bricks. You're at $288, your 3 threes are at $288, just as your 3 and you were when you first activated 3 accounts, quite predictably. But look what happened as a consequence of your 3 threes doing it. Your 3 now went up to 412. You're now up to close to $1,000, $960 in residual cash flow. All right. This is unavoidable because all smart wallets have you is going to pay you. Make sense so far? See, what we're doing is we're expanding this network globally. That's why all of our members are going to have the opportunity to create their own bank on the blockchain worldwide. Now, look here. Their 3 threes. They're going to do the exact same 2 steps executed 1 time. You guys get the drill. They're going to receive $288 in residual cash flow every 28 days, just as you and everyone else did. But because of this one-time execution, look what happens to everyone's increase in residual cash flow. And they've done nothing more. You're now up to $2,742 in unavoidable, predictable cash flow. For many people, especially in the Midwestern part of the country here in the United States, they can cover their mortgage payment. And we're talking about, what's that, 4 weeks in, 28 days in? Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just going to pause the video for a moment. Can everyone please mute their lines? The people that don't have their lines muted are not allowing everyone to hear the video clearly. Can everyone please mute your line? Donna, can you please mute your line?
If I can figure out how to do it here.
Oh, okay.
Tap the mic, Donna.
At the mic?
Yes, tap it.
Tap the mic.
Like a microphone, Donna.
Yeah, I'm tapping it. Not getting any results.
Selena, go now to the people at the bottom. You should be able to do it since you paused the video.
I
And you
don't
can
even
mute them.
see the people at all. Well,
Where it says participants at the bottom.
I don't even see where that is now.
Are you on a laptop or a phone, Donna?
I'm on the phone.
Hmm.
You should see a mic on your phone still.
I said I've got REC. My was a red button with a red light flashing.
Okay, well, if we can all just try and be quiet, please, so that everyone can hear the rest of the video, I'd really appreciate it. And I'm sorry that I'm unable to mute everybody. Thank you so much.
But this is the most insane thing we've ever seen in our lives, and we're changing the way people all around the world, including yourself, will receive a predictable residual income. Now, 5th weekend, 35 days in, their 3 threes going to do the exact same one-time execution. You know the drill. They received $288 in residual cash flow, just as everyone else did. But because of that, look what happens to everyone in the Success Line's cash flow. You're now up to $5,921 in residual cash flow in 5 weeks, predictably. So every partner around the world is simply investing in 3 friends who cooperatively accept a $28 activation token from them one time within 7 days or less, who duplicate the same, and then the smart wallet takes over from there. Now, this $5,921 is just for starters, because as other people get in line because they want residual cash flow, your residual cash flow is going to continue to increase. The other beautiful thing is that the next week after you hit it, guess what? Your friends are 1 week behind you in this scenario. Now, it doesn't have to take 5 weeks. It can take 5 days. It can take 5 hours because the artificial intelligence does not particularize. It doesn't care. It's input and output. Make sense? So now let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to demonstrate something for you here real quickly so that you see exactly how this works. We're going to do a demonstration here. So the guest that's listening in right now, that includes you that's watching this right now, I want you to pretend that you are guest demo. That's who you are, okay? So we're going to go ahead and sign into your account, all right? And this is how the back office looks. Now, this is an exact replica of a live account. Now, you're going to see here, guest demo. So that's who you are, okay? Now, you're going to see here in the standard, Co-op 28 standard, $23.50. And in the 280, which is the 10X, you're going to see $235, right? The reason why that's there is because I took the liberty, for sake of time, is acting as though you already gave a $28 token to 2 of your 3 friends or family members, okay? So that is your cousin and a friend. And as you can see here, they all get a registration key, just like you would have a registration key, all right? But remember, it's about activating 3 accounts. So that's why you see the amounts of money you see there right now is because you've already activated 2. So let's go down and show you how simple it is to create a free account, all right? So let's go ahead and put in, let's say, for instance, let's say the third entity that you put in happens to be your church. So let's say it's your church, and we're just going to go ahead and put in this. It can be a Baptist church. It doesn't matter what kind of church. First name, last name, email address, and phone number. That's all that's required. So let's say this is your church's email address, okay? And phone number. All right, we're going to go down here and we're going to go ahead and put in this same number or code here just to prove that we're not a robot. All right, now before I hit invite, I want you guys to look at the number here, 2350 and 235. We're going to go down here and hit invite. All right, now you're going to see, let's move this out of the way. You're going to see an increase. All right, it went from $23.50 to $35.25. And from what it was in the 10X all the way up to $352.50. So as you're watching this, take out a pen and write down $35.25 and $352.50. All right. Now, here's what we're going to do. Now, this is the exact amount of money that you would make when people accept the $28 token for you in the 10X, on the standard or the 10X. Now, we're going to go into your GBO team. And we're going to go ahead and pull your friend because they're going to do the exact same thing that you did. They're going to complete the same 2 steps that you did as well. So let's go ahead and log out of your account and we're going to go into your friend's account. All right. So that you can see exactly how this works. I'm going to sign in here. Terms and conditions. You can see the enroller says guest demo. That would be you. Okay. Now, we're in the back office of your friend. It says friend wallet here. Okay. You see they're at 0 and 0. They're going to do the exact same thing. So let's go ahead and put in 3 names and email address and phone numbers. Okay. So let's just go ahead and say they had a charity that they want to put in here. Okay. So let's just say they put their charity in here. And let's just say this is the charity email address. And phone number. And let's say they went to a different church. So they're going to put their church in it. Right? And phone number. And they go ahead and put one of their friends in there, their closest friends. Okay. And phone number. And then we're going to go ahead and put in the exact same number down here. We're not a robot. And we're going to hit invite. Okay. Now, when we do that, we're going to move this out the way. Let's go up and see what happened. Same thing predictably, $35.25 in the standard and $352.50 in the 10X. Now, I want you to understand that in the 10X, you would receive $352.50 and the $35.25, okay? And see, we're looking here. This is their GBO team, charity, church, and friend. You see, they have their registration keys here instantly. The only thing they have to do now is say, yes, I'm ready to take this live, all right? Now, let's go back to your account, see what happened to your account. Remember, you were guest demo, right? So we're going to log back into your account. You've done nothing more. You only activated 3 accounts already, so you don't have to do anything more, right? So we're going to go back to your account and see what happened as a consequence of just one of your 3 activating 3 accounts, so that you get an idea of the unavoidable increase in your residual cash flow, because all smart wallets after you pays you, right? So we're back at your account. And as you can see here, you went from $35.25 up to $39, and from $352 up to $390. And guess what? You have the same 3 entities: church, cousin, and friend. So this is how it works every time and all the time. Allow the technology to do all the heavy lifting for you, okay? So having said that, let's just talk about how you can go ahead and get started, right? There's 2 different ways that you can get started, like I talked about, all right? So you can own your own co-op branch office today. And the 10X is $379 plus exchange fees, one time out of pocket. We're on the blockchain, all right? So there are exchange fees, and it's going to be roughly about $420, give or take a few dollars, depending on what cryptocurrency you use. We accept over 150 different cryptocurrencies. Now, just so that you have clarity, we're not speculating or trading crypto. We're opening up co-op wallet accounts on the blockchain. So this is not about crypto trading. We only use crypto to activate the account. Now, what you're going to receive in the 10X are 3 $28 tokens to sponsor 3 friends, just to give to 3 of your friends to activate their own account. And then you're going to also receive one $280 token that's going to empower you to 10X your effort. You're going to receive residuals on all smart wallets after you. You're also going to get digital ownership rights, because it's an NFT that will be minted to the blockchain. So not only are you going to receive an activation token from your referrer, but they're also going to give you an NFT as well that gives you ownership rights, making it willable, sellable. You can give it away. It is yours. Blockchain literacy, crypto literacy, business education every Saturday through our locker room talks we have. You're going to also get a free online virtual business card and QR code. In fact, you came here through one of our virtual business cards. We call it the V card. You're going to get that as well. All the training and support that you need. Okay. Now, we also have the standard version, because we're a global community and everyone may not have the capital to start off at the 10X. So the standard is $99 plus exchange fees. It's going to be roughly about $120 to $130 to get started there. You're going to receive 3 $28 tokens to sponsor 3 friends. You're going to receive residuals on all standard smart wallets after you. Digital ownership rights will be given to you as well. All the education that you need in training and support. Okay. Now let's talk about your 5-week game plan in the standard, so you get started there. So in the standard, you're going to do the exact same thing. The 2 steps are the same, no matter if you get started the 10X or the standard. So in 7 days or less, you're going to give a $28 token away to 3 of your closest friends who commit to doing the exact same thing. You're going to receive $26 directly deposited into your co-op wallet account. All right. Now, what's going to happen now is your 3 in their 7 days, first 7 days, but 14 days in for you or less, they're going to do the exact same thing. They're going to receive $26 just as you did. But now, because of that, you're up to $38 in residual cash flow, and you've done nothing more than activate those 3 accounts a week before. Your 3 threes, they do the exact same 2 steps. They receive $26. Because of that, your 3 is up to $38. You're now up to $87 residual. I think you're starting to see the pattern here. 26, and then everyone sees an increase in their residual cash flow. You're up to $249, 28 days in the standard. Their 3 threes do the exact same 2 steps, 26 here. As a consequence of that, you're now up to $538. Now, what's powerful about this is that when your wallet accumulates $280 plus, you're going to automatically be upgraded to the 10X version that I just shared with you just a few minutes ago. Okay, independent of your involvement. So exciting times here. Okay, so we're talking about financial relief, independence, and freedom with this one here, ladies and gentlemen. It's rooted in 100% choice and not a chance. I want you to think about what I just said there to you. There's no gambling here. There is no guesswork here. We did the demo because we understand that you don't have to trust the person that invited you to look at this information. The people that you're going to introduce to this, they don't have to trust you in your business acumen. They can just see truth in the demonstration. All of us can trust truth because the demonstration gives the mathematical certainty, the unavoidability, and the predictability in the income. So we've created the co-op wallet as like your own online digital bank. It's your money. There's no holds on your withdrawals. You can withdraw your money every day, okay? You're able to send and receive money globally to other co-op wallet users. My barber, he's involved in this because he wants to get into real estate. He wants to develop enough cash flow to buy duplexes and multiplexes. He don't want to stand on his feet for the next 30, 40 years. He has a co-op wallet. When I go and see him and get my haircut, I always pay him from my wallet to his wallet. I don't use Cash App or PayPal or anything because they're not paying me or they're not paying you for the economic value that you're bringing to their digital wallet ecosystem. Make sense? 100% of all the royalties are distributed to the members because we're bringing the value. So I want all of you to understand, guests, that we get to own the track without betting on the horses. See, what's more important than money, it's the digital wallet that does the sending and the receiving of money as we're being ushered into a cashless society, okay? All your royalties are paid directly to your co-op wallet account. You're able to build and scale predictable ongoing residual cash flow. I think we demonstrated that for you. You gain a saleable asset through the business ownership of it being an NFT or non-fungible token minted to the blockchain. There's no limits on anything. I want you to think about this. If you want to cash app someone $1,000 from the United States to a remote village in Africa or somewhere else in the world, could you do that instantaneously? No. So with their co-op wallet, if you have 1,000, 10,000, $100,000, $1 million, it doesn't matter. And they have a co-op wallet on their end in another part of the world, you can send it to them in a 10th of a second, ladies and gentlemen. So your business is automated, utilizing artificial intelligence upon completing 2 simple steps one time. And all cooperative members receive instantly and instantly continuously through the duplication of the 2 steps executed one time by every member, and it will scale your predictable ongoing residual cash flow. This is an absolute game changer. I'm sure you're able to see this. And so your inviter is ready to give you a $28 account token. So all you're going to simply do is you're going to go ahead and get back with the person that referred you here. They'll demonstrate for you how simple it is to activate the account. And then you're going to simply buy your referral tokens to give to 3 of your closest friends or family members one simple time. Now, I want to encourage you right now, after viewing this, is to go to the next video down below and, take it for a test drive yourself. Okay, it's very, very simple. Go ahead and set up your account. The video will tell you exactly how to do that. Put in the 3 names of your closest friends or family members and watch the numbers show you the exact same thing that's going to happen for you as it happens for all of our members all around the world. So we're excited about working with you, but more important than that, we're more excited about seeing you over the top. So take care, God bless. Go ahead and create your free account and then get back with the member that shared this with you. We look forward to working with you.
Sorry about the technical difficulties there, y'all. I hope that you were able to get a lot out of that virtual business recording that was done by Greg Baldwin. Does anyone have any questions about the information that was shared? Anyone in the audience? Any comments?
Wow, that must have been, that was really clear. That was a short video and it was really clear. You guys,
Oh, it looks like Sean has something. He's asking in chat. He said, so basically, to sign people up, we would invite them to a Zoom meeting. Sure. We have overviews on Monday nights at it's 5 p.m. Pacific, but it's 8 p.m. Eastern. And so, yes, you can absolutely invite people to a Zoom meeting and do exactly what you're doing, Sean. Watch this and see what it's about.
also on Thursdays.
Which is where we are right now. Yes. Would that kind of gear them more towards signing up? Absolutely. I mean, for me personally, I had to watch the overview a couple times because there's a lot involved. But you know, everybody, you know, we're not trying to talk anybody into anything. You know, we're certainly not trying to push anybody to do something that they don't feel comfortable doing. This isn't for everybody. We are looking for strategic partnerships. So that's the objective, is to find 3 people who have a desire to help others and can see what this is. So we don't want to talk you into it. And if anyone tries, you know, if you're interested in doing it and anyone tries to talk you out of it, we encourage you to just, you know, keep listening to and looking at the information, because this is a project unlike anything I've ever seen, you know, anything that my husband and I have ever seen. And we've been in the online space now for about 7 years looking for the right project. And we really feel like we've found it here. Ruth says, so you need 3 people to start. That's the objective. You know, we all are looking to get 3 strategic partners, correct? You guys can open your mics too, you know.
Right.
Also, in answer to Bruce's question, you don't have to start with 3. You can start with 1. The objective is for you not to have to come out of pocket again within 28 days. So if you start with 1 and you get your other 2 before your 28 days, so yeah. But the objective is for you to have 3 people, yes.
And that's why, so that you don't have to pay your subscription anymore. This is a subscription-based program. Okay, understood. And yes, I'd assume it's important to have people who are driven, because otherwise you'll be waiting and nobody will be signing up under the people you have. Right. So that's a really valid point, Sean. I signed up a lot of people who were very excited about a residual income, but didn't take the time to understand what it meant. So they allowed me to give them a token, and then they just kind of sat there waiting. And they kept saying, when am I going to get my money? When is it coming? And it doesn't work that way. It's about helping other people. And when you have the heart to help other people and see this for what it is, our product, like I said, it's a digital wallet. And so, you know, when we share this with other people and they see the benefit of it, and they also have a desire to help others, then I know I found the right person. Go ahead, Linda.
I just wanted to say that, I mean, Greg emphasizes strategic partners. So
Right.
you have to look at this as a business, and who would you want to work with in your business? And the other thing is that it really is, if you find those 3 partners that are really get it and want to do it, then you truly are done. You don't have to do any more than those 3. And then you can really support and cultivate them. It's like hiring 3 employees who you're going to teach how to do the business. And then they'll be able to teach how to do the business, and it continues on.
Right. It's all about duplication. That's exactly right, Linda. Thanks. And Ruth says, how many hours a week do you put into this?
I wanted to address that for a little bit, if I may.
Sure.
Yeah, so Ms. Ruth, so it's not, I think, and this is some of the information that we actually get through our locker room trainings on Saturdays, but it's kind of not, I know we're all used to the mindset of put in so many hours and you'll get so many dollars and so forth, because we're used to work for trade money, time for money. But honestly, you can do it in 1 hour. You can do it in 10 hours. You may do it in whatever, 40 hours. It really, it does. It's up to you. It's really you, the excitement you have to
Mhm.
share with those around you. And the faster that you can find your 3 people that are just as excited or motivated. Really, you want people who are motivated to do the 2 steps. As Selena had said, we're not trying to get everybody. Really, I mean, we would love, yes, if everybody saw the vision, but really you want people, once they see the presentation for themselves and they see the vision of what we're trying to accomplish to help everybody be able to achieve financial freedom, we want them to be so committed that, okay, I am going to do the 2 steps. Because really there's nothing more is asked of anybody in this cooperative. Everybody's asked to do the same 2 steps, and they really don't need to do anything beyond that. But the problem is, if we are talking to people or we're putting people in the business per se, like we're just pushing them in there and they're not really committing to doing the 2 steps, that's when it falls short. And then you're just going to have people again just sitting there and just like waiting waiting for the money to drop there and not do any work themselves. So really you want to make sure you are talking to people that are that have the motivation to go ahead and say they're going to complete those 2 steps, whether it be they can do it in an hour, or whether it takes them to 28 days, or it may take them 2-3 months, or whatever the case is, as long as they are driven to actually go ahead, complete those 2 steps, however long it takes them, they're finished once they do that technically. And that's what everyone coming in really should be doing. That's it. So I don't know if I answered the question, but it's not an hour per se, like a specific hour number that can give you. But as I said, it depends on how motivated each of the individuals that you talk to, how motivated are they to complete those 2 steps.
Right.
Lisa, I have a question for you. So if
Yeah.
one of your people that you brought into your partnership decided
Yes.
that they weren't going to get their 3 people, what would you do?
Then I'm going to go ahead and look for another person because that's it. Because again, we can't read people's mind for them. We can't tell them what to do. But you, as everyone's saying, you want to find 3 people who are motivated to do the same thing, right? So if you have 2 people that do, and then one person like, I don't think this is not for me. Like, okay, that's fine. We can't force them to do something they do not want to do. That's perfectly fine. We've got over 7 billion people in the world. We can go ahead and find another person that will be just as motivated and excited to tell others about it and help them see the vision as well.
I really
Good.
like what Sean said. He said, I'll be here for more meetings. I want to soak in more information so I can explain it to someone in 5 minutes and be ready to answer any questions. I get it. And I really wanted to do that, Sean, just like you're suggesting. But I don't know how to explain AI. I don't know how to explain, how AI works. And so for me personally, what I've learned is duplication, which is just to keep bringing people to the Zoom meetings, because I don't think that there's any way I could, snap it out in 5 minutes, but I can say, come to a webinar in 5 minutes, and then have all of these people here together who've been doing this together be able to explain, or respond to some of the questions that we get. So.
May I add to that, Selena?
Sure, please.
In answer to Sean, one thing that you don't want to do when you're inviting guests, you don't want to explain anything to them. You want them to see it the way you saw it, because they're gonna back you up against the wall and ask you some questions you can't answer. And then at that point, you're probably gonna lose them. So what you don't want to try and explain it to them, tell them you want them to see it the way you saw it. Because I'm telling you, you're gonna run into people that are gonna they're gonna gorge you for questions that you're not gonna be able to answer. And they're gonna think that this is not real and it is real. And Corey said quality over quantity, and that is so very true.
Yeah, I made the mistake of, I was so excited about it when I finally caught on, and I invited my grandkids in. My grandkids, my grandkids aren't going to do anything. It just didn't click at first. And then I kept coming back to listen. I kept coming to more new member orientations. I kept talking to more people and learning. This really is a business. I can't expect my grandkids, who are 12-year-old twins, to jump up and do this. And then I found out that there's an age limit anyway. You're not supposed to do it unless you're 18 or over. So, I made a lot of mistakes along the way, but it's all really about learning. And the more that I've been doing this, like Cherie said, the more I'm learning and plug into these meetings, the more and more I want to share the vision. It's such an incredible blessing. There's, nothing like this out there. And like that I was saying before, my husband and I have tried a lot of different things, and this is the one that really resonates most with us. And there are a lot of people that are making some really good money simply by having the heart to pay it forward and keep sharing. Cherie
Good
said
question,
this is a hand up, not a hand
Sean.
down.
What about Lisa? I think Lisa explained pretty well to that.
Mhm.
So how do you guys pitch more? So just saying, I have an opportunity I think may interest you, and invite them to a meeting, basically. Sean, a couple of us are wearing these shirts. We just recently created these shirts with a QR code, and it says "Smarter in the Money." Mine isn't as good as, honey, show yours, Belinda, will you?
Okay.
See her, Smarter Than Money, and there's a QR code underneath it. And people walk up and they just, a QR code, you know what it does? It automatically goes to the V card, and the V card takes you right to the webinar that we were just showing. So we're becoming more and more creative and learning more ways that we can share about this. Our objective is to get back the market share that our competitors are PayPal and Venmo. So, we want to go after that market share. What is your biggest monthly bill? There it is. Thank you, Cherie. That's our objective, is to help you recognize that you can cover your biggest monthly bill, because it's residual in nature, right? Whether it be a car payment or a mortgage payment, that's your biggest residual bill. And so now what we're creating is a residual income to cover your biggest residual bill. I'm working on a project that I would like to share with you.
That's me.
Oh, that's you. Yeah, that's another a way of presenting it. But Sean, we have a new member orientations on Mondays. I'm sorry, on Wednesdays. We have two times a day on Wednesdays. And in those new member orientations, we pass these ideas back and forth and talk about all these things. And this is not a situation where we say, come on in, and now we're just going to drop you and say good luck. No, we're very collaborative, and we love helping each other win. And so, should you choose to come in and you have great ideas, we're going to share them all together. And, that's really what this is. It's a result of an idea, where people can be following us. I have it on the back of my shirt too, or someone's following me and they see it says Smarter Than Money, and they decide to put their camera up and check out the QR code. Before you know it, they're already learning more about how to become smarter than money. I love all your questions. Less said, best said. Yes.
Selena, I
Yes.
just want to emphasize that we are focused on a wallet, but this is an
Yes.
educational. We get education. We get education at the new member orientation. Beverly just did a step-by-step on Wednesday. We get an education every Saturday. It's learning truly how to be smarter than money. It's not just about gaining a subscription program that will make us more money. It's how do we use money? How do we take control of our money? How do we get smarter? It really is about getting smarter than money. And the way you do that is you keep plugging in. You just keep plugging in over and over again and getting that education.
That's right, Linda. And also we're learning about what's going on in the financial world that a lot of people aren't aware of. I personally am talking to a lot of people with the whole intention of educating. It's just my intention to help people know what's happening, what's coming down the line with the CDBC, that's central bank digital currency. And these are things that many people have no idea about. And so the more that we get out there and we share with them that this is a solution to the CDBC, there's just so much here. There's so much education, there's so much cooperation, there's so much collaboration, there's so much joy and blessings within this group. It's just really been an amazing experience to be part of.
One thing to remember, you guys, and Sean specifically, think about this, and I understand your questions, and you had some good questions.
Yeah.
Well, this is all about mindset. And that's the only barrier that we have between us being successful, is the way we think about things. We always prejudge people and say, oh, I'm not going to ask that person because they wouldn't do it. You have no idea what they're thinking, what their situation is, or how they feel about it until you actually invite them and allow them to see it. So don't prejudge. Everybody's in need right now. No, it's not a competition.
Did you have another question, Ruth?
Mhm.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. If okay, well, if anybody has any further questions, please get back to the people. Please absolutely get back to the person that invited you, and please just, we don't want to chase you. We wanted to share something with you that we have a strong belief in, and we're really excited about it. Thank you so much, Corey. So let's all just, make sure you get back to your inviter and just let them know if this, like I said, we're not chasing people down. We are looking for people who are looking for us, because we know that there are people who are looking for something, this something that we have, because it's not like anything else out there. And we're really excited to talk about it and share about it. And you're welcome to come back to another overview. Like I said, we have them on Monday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and figure out the other times according to your time zone. And then we also have them on Thursdays, and we'll most certainly invite you back if that's what you'd like to do, is learn more. You can also go to smarterthanmoney.com and learn more about cooperatives, learn more about specifically all of the different pieces of this cooperative and how it works. And we'd love for you to come back and join us, and welcome you to our Smarter Than Money family.
Thank you so much, Selena. You did an awesome job. I wanted to ask one quick question. It's not a question, really. Well, I wanted to find out, where are you ordering the Smarter Than Money shirts? I love these t-shirts. I love Miss Beth that she has her QR code on the front and the back. I need to get one.
Yes. Well, so it's in our Telegram group. You'll see it's Vicki Thomas. She has her email there. And gosh, I think I sent her a message last week, and I have mine on too, with a QR code in the front and the back.
I love it.
Yeah, you can choose your colors. Beverly went to Walmart and got a whole bunch of different colors, and she's been styling them out and rocking it. And I'm really small, so I had to get one that, that's not like your regular t-shirt. But anyway, yeah, Lisa, this is so much fun.
Okay, Vicki Thomas is her name in the
Vicki
chat.
Thomas. Yeah, just search for her in our Smarter Than Money Telegram group.
Okay,
You can't search for some reason.
Oh, you
I don't know why
can?
you can't. No, you can't search. So DM me and I'll give you her information.
Okay, great.
Great.
Thank you,
I wonder where that
Bev.
just
I will do that.
Oh, Sheree has a question.
Okay.
Go ahead, Sheree.
Hi, yeah, it's Sherry, but
Oh, Sherry, I'm sorry.
no, I just thought I'd let you know. Also in the Telegram room, I love it that you have on your name that we don't solicit money, because I've had somebody come up on me and I thought it was Greg and it wasn't. So
Yeah.
I wonder if all of us should put next to our name, don't solicit for money.
Yeah.
Then people will know we're the real person and not the fake
Well,
person.
another way you can do it is if you click on their name, you can see who they follow, and
Wow.
and it'll be really abundantly obvious, like, oh, that's not who he says he is. So,
Oh, real, like, what do
Yeah.
you see when you click on the, I'm not very literate at Telegram at all.
yeah, I wasn't either, but, yeah, you know, if you just kind of look at different people's names and see who. you
Maybe
know,
I'll look at your name because it seems like you're real. And then I'll like try to see like from you and compare. Maybe
There
I'll
you
figure
go.
it out that way.
Yeah.
Huh? But
Yeah,
I
and
really
think you
appreciate
can also
everything.
Google information about Telegram, you know, and kind of figure out how it works, but it's, yeah. I'm
Well, I
so- I'm so
appreciate you
glad you're
guys
here,
so
Sheree.
much.
I
Thanks.
just really enjoyed all of your comments, and I'm so happy that you joined our fold.
Thank you. I'm learning.
Yay, so
And
excited.
thank you, Ruth and Cookie and Donna for coming. I appreciate that.
Fantastic. Well,
Selena,
again, go ahead, Pat.
You did a wonderful job, Selena.
Oh, thank you. I was having some technical challenges there. I couldn't figure out how to mute people and stuff like that. And I forgot to make other people hosts. But anyway, I don't want to keep everybody. Thank you so much, guests, for joining us. And please get back to the person who invited you, and we'll do our best to answer all your questions.
Thanks for sitting in, Selena. Nice
Thank
job,
you.
yours.
Great
Thank
job.
you,
Thank
love.
you.
Good job, Selena.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great
Very
job,
good,
yeah.
Selena.
Great job, Selena.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
Anthony. You guys are
right.
amazing. Have a great evening, everyone.
All right.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Love you all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.